Hello and welcome. We are gonna be playing some Amulet today. However, I wanted to do a quick little stop first before we go there, and I wanted to talk about this right here. Um, this card is probably like one of the most interesting cards we've had spoiled so far. This is very, very, very hard for me to evaluate. Um, Basically, we have a card that has a very big downside. Like, I'm going to assume that of course, I'm analyzing this card based on Amulet, right? I don't care about the rest. So I only care about this card in the context of Amulet. So I'm going to analyze it as such. So first of all, we have this clause, which basically to me reads: this card enters the battlefield tapped. Okay, so we have an ETB tapped land. Um, Not great, not great, honestly. Like, we are not particularly high on ETB and tapped lands as is. That's the reason why I'm playing Radiant Fountain over Crossroads in my current list. But the upside is that this one actually taps for green, and this is pretty huge because when we look at something like Bojuki Bog, Field of the Dead, stuff like that, it's certainly an upside that we at least get to add green mana. Like, I all the time I say that we are super short on lands that tap for green, and this is basically at least a card that, even though it gonna enter tap most of the time, at least is gonna tap for green. And then we go on to the actual ability. I honestly am not sure we're gonna be activating this consistently enough. The fact that we need 2 green in order to activate the ability is, it's kind of like a very real cost. However, being able to cast a Titan off of 5 lands, off of 5 mana total, I guess, it's it's very powerful. It really is. Um, so I'm not sure. I will certainly be testing this card. My initial thoughts are that it's gonna be just basically worse than a basic forest, but it has enough potential for me to want to give it a shot at least. Maybe I think this card will be insane in Scape Shift and stuff like that, because it's basically like a ramp card in a land, which is it's pretty busted, honestly. So as far as Scape Shift goes, I think this land is going to be very, very powerful. However, in Amulet, I am not really sure that's going to be the case. The synergy with Shocklands is another thing that it makes this much better in Skip Shift than it's gonna be in Amulet. But I think it's still worth talking about, and it's definitely gonna be worth testing for sure. So you can expect me. You can expect me to give this one a shot whenever the Throne cards are legal. But yep, I just wanted to cover that really quickly, and because a lot of people have been asking about it, and I think it's worth asking. So I definitely wanted to talk about that real quick before we actually start this stream. But yep, we're gonna be playing some more Amulet. I mean, to the surprise of nobody. Welcome, Hun and Cross Scraper or Richin. Hi, how you doing? How's everybody doing today? We have a new mic. We do have a new mic. Yes, that is correct. I bought a new headset. It's nice, it's comfortable, and it's not broken on the right side. So those are all upgrades. For the past month and a half or so, I have had like something loose on my right ear, and I could only hear on the left ear. It was kind of funny, but I at one point I'm like, yeah, this is over now. Glad that I was finally able to upgrade. Doing great, Kusin. How you doing? This card is a trap and not better than basic forest. Yeah, so that's basically what I was saying, Richard. It's like, I think it has potential, but I think it's not gonna be as good as people think it is. Pedro Falero with that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you for the support. And oh geez, Moto, are you gonna be doing this again? Okay. All right, let's go. Going for the usual 5-0 list again, or are we testing something new? I was thinking on testing something new, but I mean, I like winning a little bit too much. I honestly think that I have found the perfect 75. Like I really do. So this doesn't happen often. So when it does, I try to take advantage of it. I was thinking of running like that list that 5-0'd. I don't know if you saw it. Let's see if I can find it real quick and I can share it with you, because it really is a mess. But it's like it's hilarious enough that I'm like, I might actually give this one a shot. Oh, here we go. Just look at this pile. Just look at this pile. We have 4 Gracers, only 3 Azuzas, but 2 Elvish Rejuvenator. Main deck Huntmaster. Oracle. This card is actually good. I'm not saying this card isn't good, but this one is actually good. 4 Primetime, main deck Sage, only 1 Scout. I don't know why, but there's the one of Scout. Walking Ballista, Steering, Amulet, and that stuff. And then in the lands we have 1 Blast Zone, 1 Garrison, Cavern, Crumbling Vestige. This is actually a fine one. Field, 2 Forest, only 3 Gemstones. No, 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 no. 1 Grove. Yeah, Crossroads with no white cards. It really is funny. Second Field of the Day in the sideboard. This is just like, this person is really overdoing it a little bit. Fry is definitely a card that I was interested in, though. Just being able to answer cleanly like Jace's and Defarius, it's kind of interesting. This is a mulligan, unfortunately. This one is also a mulligan. Just like my opponent mulliganed as well. So we're gonna mulligan to 5. I guess I'll have to keep this one. Gonna bottom the Gemstone Mine and the Vesuva. Gemstone and Vesuva down. What benefits does Waterlogged Grove give? In my opinion, none. None that are worth it, but people just insist on playing Grove over the 4th Gemstone Mine, which I just believe to be a mistake. Cusing with a tier 1 sub. Welcome. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you for the support. Enjoy your emotes. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, my opponent said like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Sorry, I'm streaming. I'm talking to chat." And my opponent's like, "I know, big fan of yours. In fact, I was just watching one of your replays." That's hilarious. So I guess we're playing the mirror. So many mirrors lately. It's kind of crazy. I guess. Well, if you're here, the Hope Hill, welcome to the stream. Might as well sub to your channel to give you any sort of support, even though I don't use Twitch for anything other than your stream. So thank you so much, Kiss, and I appreciate the support. Tom, with that Twitch Prime subscription, welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold, my friend. Thank you for the support. Ballista it is. Ugh, bad beats. Well, I'm not doing anything else with my mana, so I might as well do it, right? That's kind of brutal, honestly. Okay, I'll stop watching your streams as my opponent. Good luck. Thanks. You too. I appreciate the no-ghost to Reno. Go get that partnership. Oh, thank you, cousin. I appreciate it. It's like people are realizing this deck is good. I mean, it was about time, right? How long have I been saying this? How long have I been saying this? Imagine if that Scout was upon a time. Imagine if this Tolerares was once upon a time. Yes, no blocks. No surprises there. I mean, that was a free attack for my opponent anyway, right? So. Mouse the fountain. It's actually not bad. So second Tolerares West allows me to bounce the gemstone, and I can transmute for another bounce land. I guess I transmute for another. No, I have to transmute for another bounce land. But resetting the gemstone is pretty valuable here. Get a Girl Turf and pass the turn. So now if we draw an Azusa or a Primetime, we get to Primetime my opponent. And if we don't, we just get to play a land and get a Pact of Negation and set up for the following turn. Would of course is minus if we play Steering Sword. What's up, Invisible Man? Everything's good so far. It's playing round 1 in the mirror match. Okay, we got the Azusa. No more lands. All right, I like her position here. I really like her position now. So we just transmute for a Pact of Negation here, and now next turn we're gonna be able to tighten them with a Pact backup. Do you see a new green rail land in ALD? Yeah, that's how I open the stream, Invisible Man. So if you want to see my thoughts, you can definitely check in the VODs. But I opened the stream talking about it. It was pretty quick. It was like 2 or 3 minutes, but the Ghost Squatter. That's gonna slow us down a little bit. The good thing is that my opponent is forced into doing this right now, basically. I mean, in response to the Amulet trigger here. Having an Amulet in the mirror just feels so unfair. What you gonna do? Wow. Okay. Why would they let me Titan? I'll take it. And here, I think I'm actually going to try to go for haste. And the reason for doing this is because it forces the Ghost Squatter from my opponent, which will take them off Titan mana. So I think it's worth it to... I'm basically sacrificing... I guess that I could just like get Vesuva and Ghost Squatter, right? That's actually significantly better. Yeah, let's do that instead. So Ghost Squatter, copy your Ghost Squatter. And I guess I upkeep Ghost Squatter then. because I know they don't have a bounce land. No, they need to draw an untap land. And I'm doing it upkeep because I would get blown out if they top like a bounce land, so. You should link your Twitch account to your Discord. Yes. That's how you do Kusin. Once you have linked, you need to wait a couple of hours. Your name will become red in my Discord, because that's like, how we identify subscribers, Twitch subs. And then once that happens, you will. Okay, that doesn't really do anything, right? No, it doesn't. Yeah, you need to wait. You got a worm coil. After we pay for pact, we're gonna have a ton of flexibility. Hashtag wisdom. Oh, my opponent. I like my opponent. I like my opponent. That's how you know my opponent is a viewer of the stream, because they are making the tight plays, Well, this doesn't really do anything, does it? Not really. I could go squatter them. I think I'd rather just attack. Just not show my hand. And I can go squatter my opponent next turn. Teleria. Kalni, I guess. I definitely want the Teleria. Let's do like field. Field seems better. And then I can play a Simic Growth, bounce Teleria, get another bro. We're pretty far ahead here. We're pretty far ahead. In fact, I think I'm so far ahead that I'm going to play the Gemstone Mon and pass the turn. Play around an explosives from my opponent. I can't explosives on 3. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play a land and pass. Next turn we play explosives and we go off with double Titan. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we have more than enough mana. We're going to start by playing Field of the Dead. We're gonna play the Simic. That's gonna force my opponent's hand. Yeah, take 2. Oh, we can. Yeah, that one also counts. That one also counts, I guess. All of this with Pact of Negation backup, obviously. Ghost Quarter, the Ghost Quarter. They Ghost Quarter the field. Fine with this. Doesn't really matter. And this is game. Alright, sideboarding for the mirror. So I made a couple of changes to the sideboard guide. I'm gonna try to like keep updating it and stuff, you know, just to um to adapt to new trends and stuff. So I made like a different changes depending on play and draw. So if I'm on the play, I'm going to if I on the draw, I mean, I'm going to take out cards. This is what we tried doing yesterday, and I was happy with it. And we're bringing in a Braids and Force of Vigor as well as these two guys. Yeah, and we're gonna take in the Carns, Ballista, one Explosives, Relic, Colony Garden. Easy sideboarding. I've been playing so many mirrors lately, it's crazy. Uh, this hand on the draw. I think this is not good enough. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna ship it. I think I'm gonna ship it. I guess this one's better. Going to keep bottom field. Nice. I think I want to steerings first. Second bounce is nice. So let's go with that. That Abrade draw was actually not terrible. Now we get to play Amulet next turn and play Turf and hold up Abrade. It's pretty good. Pretty good sequence. Still holding Ghost Quarter as a surprise. Getcha. Okay, they have their own turf. What kind of hand did my opponent keep? love the Kalni attack. So we get wrecked by a Wreck Sage, but that's probably fine. Also, by playing out the turf instead of the semi-growth, we are basically screaming we have a Braid in hand. But I mean, we actually do have have a Braid in hand, so like we kind of have to do this. Did you update the gate available on Discord yet? Yeah. So the one that I made a short guide, which just has like the pluses and minuses of all the for every matchup, but it doesn't have the wall of text that my cyber guys have been known for. So I will of course update it so we get access to the wall of text, because the wall of text is the most important card, the most important part of the cyber guide, right? Um, but yeah, upkeep upgrade. Yeah, that's fine. Draws have not been cooperating whatsoever. I don't think I can pack for Asusa, unfortunately. We're just we're just making land drops. There we go. You have another upgrade. They might, but I have to play it out, right? Because it's the only way that I'm able to do prime time next turn. Yep, they do. Is this force? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's I can't really play around that. Like I need to play out my I need to play out my thing because that's the only way that I get to Titan next turn. I can't really afford to hold it back. There's the Azusa. GLL with that tier 1 subscription. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold, my friend. Thank you for the support. Look at opponents sequencing their lands properly. This makes me proud, you know? Like somebody watches the stream and then, you know, they play against me and they sequence their lands the proper way. Just feels good, you know? I think I'm gonna take the time to upgrade the Azusa here. Seems worth it to stop my opponent's development next turn. If they have a Titan, we're just dead. Like, we just can't beat a Titan, so we just have to play like they don't have it. Look at this. Look at this interaction, you know? I'm upgrading my opponent's Azusa, they are upgrading my amulets and stuff. Who says that the mirror is not interactive? Come on. Come on. By the way, I didn't go score my opponent because it's pretty much worthless. If they find an amulet here, I'm gonna be sad. I mean, if they find an amulet, this, what I'm saying is this is not gonna win the game. Like, if they have a Titan, I was going to lose whether they have this amulet or not. So I still think it was correct to upgrade the Azusa. But like, if they just have a Titan, I'm going to lose, right? So not much to be said there. It's not what I'm saying is it's not this amulet the one that's going to win them the game. It's the fact that they have a Titan that's going to win them the game. Well, that was actually not good sequencing, if you ask me. So I guess they just don't have a Titan, huh? I mean, they can't pact me. I mean, still my opponent has amulet and I don't, so that's kind of a big deal. How am I gonna pay for pact? So I'm gonna pay for pact here. So I cannot get the Boros Garrison. I actually need to get the Simic Growth here. So I can transmute next turn. That sucks. And I could not have afford to steer there to try to find another amulet. First of all, it's very, very unlikely. Second of all, it just doesn't really achieve anything. Like, if I steerings, then I cannot cast the amulet. Okay, so this time they do have the Titan. And they can double strike if they want to. And they don't need to pay for a pact. Yeah, my opponent's super far ahead. All this time is prime time. All the time it's prime time, Kevin. All the time it's prime time. You should know this. We are pretty dead here. I guess they drew the stronghold. They either drew the stronghold or they misclicked. Those are the only two options. Because there's no reason not to. Oh, yeah, they misclicked. I guess it was the second one. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. You're probably gonna go squatter my ghost squatter. Maybe they're gonna go squatter. They're gonna Vesuva their own field. So I guess this means change of plans, right? I have to play Sunhome now and threaten to double strike. So I need to serve. Field so I don't die, and Radiant Fountain. I guess another Teleria West. Oh, I can Vesuva their field. That's great. All right, sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I can't. I don't have enough lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. So I need to field plus something else. That sucks. So I guess it's gonna be a Radiant Fountain, huh? Alternatively, it can be Gemstone Mine. No, it can't be Gemstone Mine, so it is gonna be a Radiant Fountain. So my opponent can't really block here. I guess they can just throw a bunch of zombies in the way. That's probably the correct line for them. So my opponent can swing for 16. I mean, they can have another Titan I just die, but as is, they can swing for 16, 20, and I block the other two. Yeah. Not looking great. Not looking great, really. Even if I do find a Karn, I'm still kind of in a lot of trouble. No blocks. Okay. So I just go Squatter or Sunhome, right? And they can't kill me? Because they're Vesuvi's in play. That sounds pretty good for me. So we whiff on the steerings, which is a little bit unfortunate. And we just main phase destroy the Sunhome here. Yeah, Sunhome represents more damage than 2 zombies. All right, so I still think we're behind. I still think we're behind, but we are slightly closer to catching up. Ramming up wins it for them. They should probably attack with the zombies too. They should definitely have attacked with the zombies. I'm probably going to be transmuting for explosives anyway. They stacked the triggers wrong. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but still, it's good habit to stack your triggers properly. Yeah, there's been a lot of mirrors lately. People are finally catching up, I guess. I guess I should have chump blocked. That's bad. Hey, Jose, thank you for the bits. The 2 bits. I don't think I can afford to pack this one, right? Daisy Papa's trophies and follow. Yeah, I guess so. So the easiest way for us to cheese out a win, we don't have Karn in the deck anymore. That's right. Because I was gonna say the easiest way for us to cheese a win would be to like play Karn minus for Lattice and then they can't pay for Pact and Upkeep. That would have been hilarious. That would have been hilarious. Just afraid of the blue-white control matchup with this deck, really? I'm definitely not. You can see multiple matches that I played against blue-white in the past weeks. If you want to see how to approach the matchup, I don't think it's that hard. Also, destroy my field. I don't have Ballista, so I cannot really close the deal, so my opponent can safely go down to 2. I definitely need to transmit for explosives, because that's the only way that I can get through. This has become quite a grindy affair. We start there. Then we do this. Still representing double strike. My opponent cannot double strike over there. But if they don't block, I think I double strike and I get in for a chunk of damage. I cannot die on the crackback. And then hopefully I get to stabilize afterwards. It seems rough in the face of double field with Titan triggers. OP's down to 2. Happy to finally catch you online. I just got the deck and try to learn. Oh yeah, what is this phase? You're in the right spot. Just so that my playset of prime time, starting to build my list. Being a poor college student sucks, but having to buy more as I that's the way to do it. You have to. This has to. You have to take it easy. Okay. My opponent says, "Can you beat this?" And then he explosives for Seer, and they're like, "Oh." I think this Titan we actually need to pact because my opponent can haste it. Ramming up? Get out of here. I just cannot afford for them to get back the Ghost Quarter because I need this Sun Home in order to get through all the Zombos. One, two, three, four, five. Fly catching live stream over the videos is just. Oh, how you doing? How you doing, Josh? Thanks for hanging out. How have you been? Okay, now they did stack their triggers properly. That's nice. Create a bunch of zombies. They cut themselves off the blue source from Tolaria West. So they have a T-West in hand, which they cannot transmute because they cut themselves off of blues. They cut themselves off of blue. So if I attack, these don't kill me because this is 12, 14 at most. So these two guys don't kill me. So can I use this? I mean, do I want to trade these zombies away? I think I need to take this damage, go down to 4 or 6, and then on my next turn I swing with the prime time and all these zombies. I double strike. This eats up 1, 2, 3, 4 of this 5, 6 of the zombies, and then one of the zombies gets through. And if I draw, I guess I can't draw Stronghold. Yeah, so I guess I just take this. I need to figure out a way to win this turn. Amulet is the way that I win. If I draw an Amulet, I win. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Play it to my outs. Play it to my outs. At this point, I'm just dead, right? What if I transmute for Azusa? I can't both, Pablo. I can't both double strike and haste. I can only do one of these because I don't have red white. I already used my explosives. Yeah, I have a gemstone in hand, but I only have red white. This is for Sunhome, and then I have red, and that's it. I don't have the white. So I'm trying to see if I can set up lethal this turn. But if my opponent makes the proper blocks, I'm not going to be able to. So when I'm trying to see if, like, okay, what does the rest of my turn look like? So I'm gonna be using this lands to double strike. I cannot afford to Sunhold because my opponent just trades. I'm trying to see if I can like gain life, or if there's anything I can do in order to. What if I transmute? I could transmute for Azusa and not attack, and get some zombies, but then their zombie army kills me. So I guess I actually should have I should not have traded because I was playing to my outs, right? So on my out was for me to draw an amulet. They just have double abrade. Alright, so this makes things much easier, and now I'm just dead. I'm just dead now, and I don't want to time my opponent out. That was grindy. So now we're gonna do a couple of changes. We're gonna take out Force of Vigor and one of the Abrades, I think, for the Karns. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna be the one timing out, so I'm not worried about that. No. It's the stronghold that gives plus 2 so. But yeah, so we bring back a couple of cards on the play because I like to try to be a little bit more proactive. So I'd rather have threats than answers. When we're on the draw, answers become much better, but it's a grindy first match that we've that we got going on here. It's interesting how explosives actually has become considerably better in the mirror um because of this stupid card. Turn 3 card on the play. God damn it. Yeah, I don't think this is good enough. This one is. Keep. We're gonna get super god by Force of Vigor, I know it, but that's okay. OP also moves to 6. Get that Gruul Turf. Play land, play second Amulet. My opponent has 1 Force of Vigor. I'm not gonna play around the 1 Force of Vigor. Alright, they don't have it. My opponent says nice match. First 2 games were great, actually. Game 3 was kind of. I mean, they could be trying to get me here, so I'm just gonna get Stronghold Gemstone. This plays around. I'm not gonna go for the kill because this actually plays around Force. It doesn't lethal them, but like my opponent is never able to catch back up after this. But I think it's correct to not go for lethal here. Because I think that my opponent's only way of winning is if I go for Stronghold, if I go for the combo kill and they force a vigor. That's literally the only possible way that they come back from this situation. So if I think it's correct for me not to go for it and play around that. Because if I go for this lands, well, I guess I should have forced in response to the amulet. So never mind. Yeah, once they did it in response to the Titan trigger. Yeah, so never mind. We're fine. I should have gone for it. Jose with the cheer. Thank you so much. That Krigasm emote. Thank you for the support. Well, GGX member, I think like the first 2 games of the mirror were actually very interesting. The third one was kind of a cheese, but oh yeah, it was great. Like I actually think that the first 2 games were pretty great. Hope Hill. The third one was kind of cheesy, but sometimes that's what the mirror ends up being. To be fair, we had a turn 3 card on the play, which would have been very tempting to keep, but I mulliganed and found a significantly better hand. So that is a different. You gotta be kidding me. Are we gonna have back-to-back mirrors? God damn it. Well, I guess Amulet is the new meta, boys. Get used to it. Yeah, when people play 9 bounce lands with only 28 lands, and I just with only 8 bounce lands, I continue seeing hands like this. I'm like, what are you thinking? Uh, this hand needs an amulet, and it has a Titan, so it just needs a bounce land basically. I think I'm gonna keep. It's maybe a little tiny bit greedy. Bounce land? That's some insurance. That's not terrible. I probably would have kept the card in hand. Exactly. So that's my point, is just we can mulligan now. You guys remember that we can mulligan now. Do I go squatter now? Because if they have turn 3 Azusa, if they have turn 3 Azusa and I hope you'll thank you for the follow. And I go squatter them now, that sets them back a full turn. I still need a bounce land to win this. I think I'm gonna be a little bit greedy, and I'm going to let them have 3 mana on turn 3. Right, here's the Azusa. Correct art, Azusa. Respect. Hope heal with that Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold, my friend. Thank you for the support. That one, I think that one was actually super close. Maybe I should have go squatter them. Bounce. It's not it. Going giant with this one. Well, if I want a pact, I cannot really go squatter them, so I'm going to tap out of go squatter here. Gonna see what happens. Hopefully they pact for a Titan. And if they pact for a Titan, they have not shown me Cavern, and I don't think I pack the pact. I think I need to pack the Titan, because if they have a second... Okay, that answers. That makes things much easier for me. They have the natural Titan. Yeah, this is kind of brutal. Certainly regret not holding up Ghost Squatter. Andy played it well. Certainly played it well. Bounce land. God damn it. Not flashing into the west, obviously, because if I draw another gemstone mine, it's much better for me to hold this. Just pass the turn. There's nothing we can do. I think if we draw a bounce land, we are going to win, though. Unless Andy plays an amulet right here. Can't pack this. At this point, I'm saving my pack to use it proactively. Um, can they? So they cast prime time. Double. Okay, so they cannot double strike. They can get a bunch of sombos though. Where's the most current cyber guide? You need to join. If you are in the Discord, you need to link your Twitch to your Discord, and then after you do, you will get access to the sub only channels, and that's where you will find the cyber guide. Ghost Quarter, my Ghost Quarter. That resolves. I was not planning on stopping on stopping them from hasting anyway. And now if we draw a bounce land, we're actually, if we draw a bounce land, we just win, right? Because Andy doesn't know about the second amulet. I think that if we draw a bounce land, we just win. It needs to be a blue bounce though. So I guess if we draw Simic, we just win. Le hablaste con Manu. Me llamó recién, pero no pude atender. ¿Te llamó a vos? No. Ah, bueno. Claro. ¿Ah? ¿Qué? Ah, okay. Yeah, these are some pretty tough finds for Andy. Man, all this game we've been just craving for a bounce land. Am I accepting donations in the form of cards? That's very interesting, Poki-san. Maybe. Yeah, especially if it's something that I'm looking for. Yeah, 100%. This makes sense. Like field is one of the like his insurance way. If we find a bounce land, so he needs to get Vesuva copying field here, which he is smart. That means he's gonna get probably gonna bounce a bounce land and get 2 more land drops. So that's a bunch of zombies. No blocks here. We need all the land drops we can get. That's Stacy. Probably get 4 more zombies. I think he has 2 more land drops left. Yeah. Bounce land. Yeah, we needed to find a blue bounce land here. I think maybe even a normal bounce land would have done it, but that's not it. That one is not it. All right, so we're on the play. So we want the proactive package. That's it. Should have valued. Andy says I should have valued pact negation above everything else. Here, pretty big. Still dead to Karn plus Lattice. Yeah, that's actually relevant. But it's fine. We just had nothing. Yeah, this hand not gonna cut it. I mean, this one I have to keep. Will it be bottom though? I think I'm gonna bottom the second steerings. And I'm gonna prioritize getting the Simic growth here instead of the Amulet because, like my post board, my Amulet is actually pretty likely to get answered. and I want to be hitting my land drops. That's actually not bad. I think it's worth it to take a turn off from Azusa. Yeah. As you can see, I would have died, so... Good. Tight place, tight place. So we know that they have a second bounce land. Oh, they're playing Grove. Interesting. Untapped. Okay. Would have been awesome to find an untapped source there. I think it was worth it to upgrade the Amulet. I mean, as you can see, we would have died on turn 2 anyway, otherwise. What's with the ugly art ancient steerings? Play the Grove. Oh. Ha ha ha. Random Lolly, thank you for the follow. I don't think Karn is better than Azusa here. Yeah, I just don't think that's the case. Proper sequencing goes like this, obviously, so I can play around like Dismember or whatever. We could die here, like Andy could have Azusa plus Prime Time plus bounce. I mean, they do have a bounce on for sure, but they could have Azusa plus Prime Time, and then we kind of just lose. Yeah, I think it's better to Titan there than to play Karn. Yeah, I can't really try. If I had 5 mana, I would have considered, because I would have been able to Karn and then minus for Needle. Okay, there's the Karn. Why would I play the Gemstone instead of... It's weird. Why would I play the Gemstone instead of... Andy... Why do you do this to yourself? So we're going to Titan, but I cannot haste. We already have another pact. We can field a plus something. I kind of like fielding here. This basically blanks the Lattice Lock. Certainly Azusa's gonna come at Karn. Or exactly one untapped land from hasting, which sucks. So we're gonna do this little trick here. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, I guess I messed it up. I messed it up. I forgot that. Yeah, that was the 7th land. That's the thing about Field of the Dead. I'm still trying to figure, about this card out. So what I was planning on doing was to like copy my bounce land, then bounce the Basuva itself, replay it, copying Field of the Dead. But I forgot that was actually my 7th different named land. So that's where the mistake came from. But now Andy plays Silica Metal Coating, and they kind of lose the game here. Smart. Very smart. I was going to go for ramming up there. Very smart to do that, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I suspect they have another Karn, right? Doesn't matter with that Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much for the support. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Well, can't I punt myself? Yeah, I can't even punt myself. It feels like the bot is very, very strict about his punt requirements. Rex Age, right? Bye Karn. It feels like I have to back to Rex Age here, because Amulet seems like the only way that I lose. We also get to Karn, which is nice. Blanks the coding. And so basically Andy cannot haste anymore unless they draw another Amulet. So I think we just plus here. Plus on nothing. If you've linked already, JLL, you need to go to the sub-only channels, which you should have available right here. You see, if you come here, you will see at the top of my Discord, you will see the sub-channels. And then you go to AmuLIT Cyber Guide, and then you go to here where it says pinned messages, and you click there and you'll find it. So we're on the draw now, so we take out Karns, and we bring Force and the Brave. Unkeepable hand, we cannot win the mirror with this hand. Yikes. I guess this hand at least has potential. That's not a good draw. Would have much rather have drawn a red source like a gemstone mine or something that would allow me to either upgrade Andy's Amulet on turn 2 or just transmute for Asusa. Pog. I mean, we're going for it, right? Brutal. That's brutal. Wow, that's insane. That's so good. All right, we got God, but I think we had to go for it there. Still have no red source. I really don't understand why people cut down on gemstone mines. Like we're so low on red sources already, and people insist on cutting down on gemstone mines. It's like, what are you doing, people? Red source. Okay, so we're just going to die here. Yep, we're dead. Oof. Force of Vigor, where are you? Force of Vigor, where are you? Yeah, I thought that my hand was definitely a keep. It certainly did not work out, obviously, but and now Azusa actually means that they bounce the Simic, they replay it. Oh, they have more bounce lands? Oh, they just had Titan in hand. Okay, cool. GG's. We are dead. Yeah, that the naturally drawn Ingenuity Explosives was kind of insane there. GG, Sandy. GG's. Come on, Moto. Stop doing that. So we're on the draw. Turn 4 Titan. Okay. Amulet. Just gotta believe. Just gotta believe. Just gotta believe. Ha! My opponent's so afraid. Alright. Just find another bounce land here. Just like that. You see? People say Amulet is hard. I don't get it. Amulet is clearly very easy. We're playing against Tron. Wow, things just got much easier. Things were already okay, and now things got like easy peasy. Actually, I don't think I want this in my hand. I think I just can make my natural land drops, and I'm gonna be in a better spot. They can kill my Azusa, but I'd rather just have 4 mana in play instead of 3, right? And if they kill my Azusa, they are stopping my Titan next turn anyway. But it doesn't really matter because I can just use, if they do stop my Titan or they kill my Azusa, I can just use this turn to transmute, and then I can use next turn to Chalice for 1. Got it. Concession? No concession. Okay. They even put the Chalice on the wrong number. So I could double strike if I wanted to. I kind of don't want to. So I would need to get Vesuva plus another Mountain. I mean, I have T-West already in play. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna double strike. Just swing for a bunch and then percent lethal next turn. And now I'm gonna be protecting both of the important lands here. Step 6. Lost to it last night because they cast Embercold Promise and chose not to pay for my pact. Oh yeah, that's a brutal one. Yeah, that's a rough way to go. Sometimes they just like have natural Tron and they just like can't lattice you in the same turn, which I've lost to that. Like same thing. I had like a pack trigger that went on the stack, and my opponent just like locked me out of the blue in the same turn. Eldrazi Tron. Bring in this guy. Bring in this guy. And this. Minus, 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 and minus. Dope. What does Chalice for 1 even do? It stops Scout and Amulet. I mean, it's not terrible to play Chalice on 1. It was just terrible to play Chalice on 1 at that stage of the game when I already have an Amulet in play. I kind of don't like this hand. Yeah, I don't like it. This one is so much better. They even had the blue pack to lock them out. That's like extra brutal. I have beaten Mindslavers. Like actual Mindslavers from Mono Blue Tron and stuff. When they really get you is when you have a pack to pay and they can choose not to pay, obviously. But when they are just, that's solid. When it's just like a natural turn 3 Tron, and when it's just like natural whatever the natural lock, I guess it's much more beatable. I have to, right? I am pretty much obliged to do this. I do get got by Dismember though. That is important to note. I do get got by Dismember. So if my opponent has a Dismember here, they're gonna get me super hard. Yep. I still feel like I had to go for it there. It was too much value, right? I guess I could even just like play the Karn. That would have been fine. Yeah, so now I just want to develop my mana. I'm just gonna do this. And at this point, of course, forcing doesn't even have it does not have the same amount of value that it had like on the previous turn, so not really worth it here. They can just sack their map and get the Mind Stone as well. So how about Vigor? Vigor only works when it's your opponent's turn. Doesn't matter. This case actually does matter. Yeah, otherwise I would have just pitched the ramming up and blown up both of their things, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's definitely a weird condition, honestly. Lock this one out. It's nice. I think I just plus, right? I could minus for Relic, but I think I want to wait till next turn for minusing for Relic. And I could swing for 2. I think it's fine. I'm gonna serve. Like, the only way that I get punished is if my opponent has Eldrazi Temple Smasher. Chalice on 1. Chalice on 1 resolves. I'm not sure they know what this card does, right? There we go. And now if they want to smash my Karn, I'm actually happy, because that means that they're not doing anything else, and I get to Titan them next turn. Yeah, this game, I cannot lose anymore. If they thought not me, I Chalice lock them. I think there's literally nothing that my opponent can do anymore. Yeah, it's like they have a Smasher, they're gonna attack my Karn, and it's just like, whatever. Even if they play a Chalice on 0, I just plus on it with the Karn, and I mean, that sucks a little bit, but it's fine. No, I can't Lattice them next turn. I mean, I could have if they hadn't played the Smasher, obviously. I'm gonna do Telluria West and Rule Turf. Plus on nothing. Excavator is not blocking, so might as well attack. Even if they have all this dust, I feel pretty ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could have all this dust. Another Smasher. Yeah, you got it. Both coming at Karn. Do I play around this member? Nah, I don't think I do. Good, rewarded. Ballista for 1? That's fine. A Chalice for 1. Oh, classic opponent. Classic OP. With their Chalices on 1. Just get a couple of Sombos here. More Sombos. And I think I just play out my hand, right? Like, there's no reason not to. Get my 2/4/1 there. Play my Amulet, so I just stay absurdly far ahead. I could have done this pre-combat, but that would have then I would not have gotten zombies. So all this dust. Don't care. All this dust for you, opponent. They cannot attack. Yeah. How hilarious is that? They cannot attack because if I play a land drop, they are dobs. Oh, that's really funny. If I play a land drop, they are dead on board. That's hilarious. Looks like my opponent is from the Reed Duke school of not conceding. The Reed Duke school of not conceding. There we go. Maybe you misclick. That was game 2. I think the Eldrazi Tron matchup is very good. Two on one on our way to a classic 4-1. Just what we do. All right, Modo doing Modo things. Oh, yeah, I think we can do better than this. This is not better than that. This is better than that. All right, keep bottom explosives and bottom Tolaria West. Turn to Karn. Poggers. 80% win rate Amulet. Doing 80% win rate Amulet things. We're playing against Burn. Ugh, gross. Oh, Mardu Shadow. That's much worse. I wonder what they take here. Alright, so that probably means that they have another Discord spell or something. That's a good Vesuva, actually. I like that Vesuva. So probably turn to Scudder. That's what we're gonna see here. We have your league historic results. I'm curious how consistent you are. I mean, you can go on YouTube. At one point I was keeping track of them. Then I realized it was pretty much worthless. So I'm just gonna activate now just some F6 value. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can see all my results. But it is over the past 3. Now this is the 4th week that I've been streaming. This list. I think this is the 4th week. Yeah. I2Eno, thank you for the follow. In this time, I have had a consistent 80% win rate. Basically, for each 3-2, for each 5-0, there was a 3-2, and vice versa. And I think there was like 1-2-3. So it's like 78, 79% win rate. No, unfortunately, there isn't. I mean, I could go to like my match records or something. It's probably a Ranger captain. Kind of sucks. The good thing is if they tap out, I know that I can actually flash in the Vesuva, the Gemstone Mine. Because otherwise, like if my opponent does not tap out here, okay, so there's a Ranger captain. Okay, so if my opponent did not tap out, they could be holding up Fatal Push, and if that were the case, I would have flashed in a Vesuva, copying probably their Blood Crypt end of turn. Because that would mean that I have guaranteed 6 mana next turn. Come on, give me my Titans. But yeah, I mean, I can check here. If you go to game history, you can see all the matches that I played. Wow, I've been playing a lot of Modern lately. A lot of it has been with the other day I played against Sam Pardee, and I was playing this like weird deck, the Yawgmoth deck. It's actually pretty fun. It's actually super fun. I might give it a shot at some point on stream. Fun little deck. The Valakut matchup, I think, is pretty solid with this list. It's not a buy, but it's like 50% or so. Maybe slightly above 50%. Like Abraid's coming back to the sideboard instead of Path are so great against Valakut. Also, Force is kind of huge in the Valakut matchup. Being able to destroy both Prismatic Omen and Damping Sphere, it's a big boon in the matchup. And of course, Negate, right? Negate, Pact of Negation. Yeah, they're replacing Moto, but they don't go like all the way. At one point, they like stop working, which is weird. Like it's like they expire or something. You have perfect information, opponent. Like I literally been playing every card I drew for the past for the past 4 turns. There's a giver. There's a shadow. Okay. So I'm not interested in hasting the Titan. I think I'm gonna flash in the Vesuva. Yeah, because drawing an Amulet doesn't do anything for me. So I'm just gonna Vesuva my opponent's Blood Crypt. I should have their Godless Shrine. That was bad. I have red sources already. All right, bound Titan. Give me a Titan. Titan right here. Right, smart. Just never drawing, never drawing any non-land cards. It's pretty brutal. Thoughts on the new rare land? That's how I opened the stream, George. You can check out the VOD. I talked for like 3 minutes or so about it. Would have been awesome to draw Walking Ballista right there, right? How sick would it have been? It's like tap 8 mana, Walking Ballista you for lethal. That's 14. I'm at 13, so I die. Okay. Mardu Shadow. Bog. 2 Abraids. Sage. Excavator. Baloth Queen. Ballista out. 1 Scout. Pact of Negation. Summoner's Pact. 1 Amulet. 1 Relic. 1 Ghost Core. Thinking about Blast Zone for this matchup, it's normally pretty double. Yeah, I think this is a bad matchup, and Blast Zone is excellent exactly in this matchup and nowhere else, which is pretty funny. Yeah, no, it's amazing in this matchup specifically, and in no other matchups. Yeah, I already did like the Once Upon a Time. So I made a I was getting asked so much about it that I made a command. Maybe I should do the same for the new one. It was spoiled this morning, so I'm probably maybe later today I will make a command for it. No ramp, no bueno. Ugh, come on, deck. Alright, multi 5 again. Back-to-back multi 5s against the discard spell deck. Does not feel great. Keep. I think I'm gonna bottom the Titan, right? Like, there's no way this Titan ever. Yeah. I'm gonna do the 500 IQ play right here, and I'm gonna bottom the Primeval Titan on the Field of the Dead. I would think Blossom set up the UMS matchup. Yeah, I thought so too, and then I tested it, and it doesn't really, because it's too slow. Like you when it comes down, it takes you an entire turn before you get to put it on 2, and oftentimes by the time you can actually activate the Blast Zone, that is too slow, and you just die. Thoughtseize. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be here all day. I will be here all day. All day I'll be here. If I've learned something from the few last few games, as always, bottom field of it. I mean, that's pretty straightforward, right? How did you like that play? How did you like that play? And that also means that they did not answer my scout. So there's the next level, and then there's that play, which is right about here in terms of next level, you know? Fetching a basic? What the hell? That's pretty brutal, actually. This is kind of a problem, honestly. I still think it was correct to preemptively play these explosives. I don't think that has changed, but this card is problematic for this kind of plays. 100%. God damn it. I mean, I have to. It's the only way that I get to Titan next turn. So I need to force them to have a discard spell right now. If they have a Thoughtseize, I go get Baloth. If they have an Inquisition, I get a Prime Time. Yeah, they can kill our Gemstone Mines. Every single turn, one step ahead of my opponent. Every single turn. We're gonna go down to 4 OP? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. This is actually interesting. I think I need to play the land. Alright. My opponent did not shock to play a Shadow last turn, so I'm going to assume that they don't have one, so I'm just going to serve. Get in there, Scout! I mean, this sets up lethal for this turn now, so... Nice fetch land. Alright, so Baloth is little now. Okay, there's the Ranger. We can still get cheesed out by Shadow into TBR, but there's not much we can do about that. I haven't played Modern since the Abandon, and are we off weight because we're in a raid for Stoneforge is very yeah, Dragon Breath. That's exactly why. Ursa, it's also a raid is very good against Ursa. Yeah, Braid is just in a very, very good spot right now. Um, can we get double bounce land here? That seems like the play, actually. Just bounce T West and bounce Forest. Just pass a turn. If my opponent attacks with everything, I will block the Scout on the Ranger Captain, and I block the Baloth on the Death Shadow. And the max my opponent can do is potentially 24. They can also path my primetime, maybe. But if they do, or Dreadbore my primetime, I guess, too. But if they do, I just transmute and I tighten them again. So we're still in a better root spot. Wecht, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Share some primetime love. If I can get my hands on the lands, let's check it out. I mean, they're pretty common, right? Started making Amulet, having watching all your recent GeoLeaks. Very enjoyable and helpful. I feel like I'm going to enjoy the deck a lot in the future. Yeah, I can almost guarantee that. The deck is probably the most enjoyable thing you can be doing in Modern. And boards, welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold for the 4th month in a row. Thank you so much. Thank you for that tier 1 sub. Oh, you're in Spain? Oof. Is it harder to find cards in Spain? Is that why? Gonna answer this or what? Do they still use Team of Eldrazi? Yeah, 100%. It's actually one of the most important cards in this matchup, honestly. Okay, so I suspect that they have an answer. Pog. Do they have 2 answers? That is the question. I mean, they might have 2 answers. Stronghold, Bounce Land. So we lose the double path to exile. We beat most anything else. I mean, path to exile plus terminate, path plus X. Attacking with the scouts represents lethal this turn. Yep. Otherwise, my opponent could have chomped here and they only go down to 1. So by attacking with the scout, I'm guaranteeing lethal. I was gonna get field anyway, so I could have gotten blockers. So it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go to the bathroom for like 1 minute and I'll be right back. Oh, that's right. We got this now. Check this out. Oh yeah. And we are back, and we're gonna submit the same list. That was a move to 5, right? God damn it. Jeez. I don't know, I just moved from the States. I'm gonna check back some villages, but I don't know if they're gonna have the commons I want, and I especially don't want to pay for overseas shipping. Gonna have to look into MKM. Yeah. Mulligan this. Uh, can we keep this? Opponent kept 7. We have to go to 5 again. Except now we're on the draw. Ugh. Yeah. We're probably gonna lose this one. But this time I cannot blank their Discord spell. I guess I did blank their Discord spell. So I can force them to have 2 Discord spells is what I was gonna say. I guess I did blank their Discord spell though. That's good. I just need to maximize my plant token value. I'm gonna play this on turn 1. I think I'm gonna play Semi Growth on turn 2. Well, yeah, this still does not allow me to play around Fulminator, so I'm not gonna play around Fulminator. I'm just gonna act as if they don't have it. Which, considering the fact that they just passed the turn, kind of screams to me that they do have it, which makes me sad, but I can't play around it. How do you get the Cyber Guide again? Good question, Wecht. All you need to do is you need to join my Discord, which is the first link over there. Once you do, you need to go to settings and you need to link your Twitch in your Discord account. And once you do, all you need to do is just wait. After a couple of hours, sometimes it takes us up to 2 hours. Sometimes it's just like 10 minutes. But it will update and then you will get access to all the sub-only channels. Yeah, so if they have Fulminator here, I'm pretty much dead. Unless they don't find a threat for millions of years. Okay. If we top deck exactly Asusa, no. I think I'm pretty desperate though, so I'm gonna pack for Asusa anyway. If they have Fulminator, they just fulminate my Simic and I die, but if they have Fulminator, I'm losing this game anyway, so... They currently have almost perfect info. They know about the T-West, but they don't know about the Sun Home. Take 3. Silent clearing. It's a Death Shadow. That's another Death Shadow. That's a Giver of Runes. At least we don't die. So I think I'm just gonna play everything. Oh no, I'm just gonna play this and this. And pass the turn. If my opponent does not kill me next turn and they don't crack the Ranger Captain on my upkeep, then I think I'm going to win the game. If they do, then I'm probably losing. I guess I don't lose. I can just play a Hornet Queen and force them to have TBR. Giver is really problematic though. But I can play Primetime and I can get Sombos, so this is why we need Blaststone's main. I mean, Big Monkey, you're talking about a card that it's only good specifically in this matchup. I mean, if you're talking about that, then it's just like, yeah, we need Bojuki Bog main deck because whenever we play against Stretch, we want it. We want Field of the Dead main deck. Like, there's so many cards that we want. Which ones can we play? Is the difference. Because yeah, there's a ton of cards that are very good in specific matchups that would be great to have whenever we face those specific matchups. But we only play 60 card decks. And any card that you are playing over the 60th, it's making your deck worse. He had a low at the end. I think that implies a humored comment. Yeah, but I mean, I know even if it's not humored, I've had people asking, like, saying that. In fact, like the list that I showed earlier today was actually packing Blaststone in the main deck. Over the weekend, we talked about a list that had 28 lands, and one of those 28 lands in the main deck was a Blaststone. So it's just like, even though you're joking right now, Big Monkey, like, this is something that people do play. This is something that people do think. So that's why I'm just talking about it, because it does happen. Like, I've seen it happen. So if they have TBR, we just die here. There's not much around it. Not much for us to do. We cannot beat Timur Battle Rage. Okay, they don't have it. Sweet. Sack Ranger Captain. Okay. Actually, at this point, I would prefer them to sack Ranger Captain, because if I transmute and they sack in response to the transmute, then I would not be able to cast the Prime Time. So it's actually better for us that they main phase sacked the Ranger Captain instead of waiting till later. So this is actually, how do you say, like a blessing in disguise. That's the saying. So we have lethal if we want to. but we'd lose to Path to Exile, which my opponent showed me the previous game. So I think I'm going to play around Path to Exile. Oh yeah, Rich, and we just had that happen game 1, I think, or game 2, I can't remember. No, we need to make zombies because the giver can give the shadow pro green and then attacks through the Titan. So, but yes, with our current situation, we could haste the Titan if we wanted to, but then we would die to the card I literally just talked about. Whenever I stream this, sometimes this happens, and I'm like, I get like thinking, we die to give it rules. Thank you. Okay, here I am going to make the play that I talked about earlier. So I'm gonna do Vesuva Field. You know what? I think I'm gonna do Vesuva Field, but I'm going to copy the Colony Garden with the field. At that point, it's just better for me to get a different bounce land, right? Yeah. So we're gonna do Field of the Dead, Bordos Garrison. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I'm gonna bounce the Colony Garden. Because what I'm thinking is that if I go for like Vesuva copy in the field and my opponent just paths my Titan, then they only need to give this pro black and then they can attack through. So by doing this, I am able to get a Colony token here, which can block. So my opponent cannot give pro both things. So this actually plays around more stuff, which is kind of weird, but it just works. This is kind of hilarious, actually. This is kind of hilarious, actually. Like, instead of making like a bunch of zombies, like doubling up on zombies, it's better for me to make plant tokens because of this stupid giver of runes. We're still super dead to TBR. Can't really play around Timur Battle Rage, so we are just acting as if my opponent doesn't have it. Because we cannot beat it otherwise. Not attacking with Azusa because it's not lethal, and if we do not die this turn, we have very much lethal in the following turn, so should be fine. Whenever this happens, I like to say that we're playing Plants versus Zombies. That's funny. This amuses me, so I'm gonna make a Twitter post about this. All right, OP, do you have it? There are people arguing now that we don't need Kurdish Vertical anymore because of the new green land because it ramps us by 1. Yeah. I don't think the new land is just horrendous. I'm definitely gonna test it. Like it's a very, very powerful effect. A land that taps for 2 mana, it's a very powerful effect. The problem is that it's not like the commander card. What's that card? That Temple of the something. All right, what happens here? K command, get back Ranger Captain. Is that what happened? Kill Azusa, get back Ranger Captain. Oh no, get back Street Wraith. Second Street Wraith. So they're all in on trying to find TBR. Which makes sense. My opponent's playing to their outs. My opponent's playing to their outs. They're trying to maximize on chances to see TBR. And maybe they find it. And if they do, I'm going to lose. But apparently they don't. %80 win rate Amulet is at it again. Can someone link said new land in chat, please? I lost to the mirror, George. Whoops. That was dumb. Sorry. Mistakenly I closed Twitch instead of... There we go. There it is. Well, yesterday my only loss was to the mirror as well. Yesterday I 4-1 on stream and my only loss was to the mirror match. Man, if only either of these were an ancient Strix. Like, you can see a hand like this. Can you imagine if these were once upon a time? This hand would be the nuts. But I think as is, we can't keep it. Alright, down to 5. Losing the mirror means 100% win rate. It does. And we played another mirror. Like, the first 2 matches that we played today were mirror matches. We won the first one, then we lost the second one. Yikes. I guess I'm gonna keep this and I'm gonna bottom these 2. And I'm on the play. Brutal. Yeah, people are catching on. It's about time, honestly. Oh, are we playing against the... That'd be hilarious if we're playing against the deck that I was talking about earlier, the Yawgmoth deck. I have not... This would be my first time playing against the Yawgmoth deck. I think it's super... Okay, not the Yawgmoth deck. Probably Saheeli something. For color, Saheeli, whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around main deck Reclamation Sage for whatever reason. So by doing this, I guarantee a Titan next turn, whether my opponent has Sage or Knight of Autumn or whatever. Their turn 2 was Arkham's Astrolabe, pass. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't think I can take a turn off, though. Now the question is, do I play around Path to Exile? I think I'm going to. Ha! Playing around removal like a boss. We don't. I guess. Yeah, I guess you're right. If they hit relic, but if they hit the relic, that means they're not hitting the amulet, right? So that's also pretty good for us. Oh, so this is 5-color Niv. That's what this is. That's what this is. All right. So now everything makes a lot more sense. And I'm definitely gonna kill both Birds of Paradise right now. Kill you. Kill you. Glitter and Wish, probably for Mordigo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Look at me. Look at me killing both birds, main face. Don't we feel smart right now? Don't we feel smart? Can you stop the Titan Parade, opponent? This time I am going to attack, and I think I'm going to swing. I'm kind of tempted to double strike here. Well, I have the blue pack now. I'm just going to serve. You can see it. That's a cute and more ego my opponent had there. Okay, negate, Baloth, and Queen to diversify our threats because of Unmordigo. And we shave one prime time because of Unmordigo, one Amulet, and one Coalition Relic. Dope. In case you missed component above, the people in question were saying it does to cut relic for it. Oh no, I mean, the land doesn't ramp, right? Like it's weird because it ramps, but it doesn't at the same time. Like relic gets you from turn 3 Titan to turn 4 Titan, and this card does not. Like relic ramps you for 2. This land only ramps you for 1. The land isn't requiring 3 mana to do something. Yeah, it's requiring 4, right? Yeah, we can't keep this hand, unfortunately. This one we're probably going to have to keep. Playing the Amulet on 1 because it's better if we naturally draw a bounce land and we can Azusa onto. We didn't. So that sucks. We do have one bounce land there though. So my opponent's probably going to ego me on 3. So they're going to take my prime time, but I'm going to draw a card. And then if we draw a Karn, we just Karn them, which is great. Yeah, so here's the ego. Oh. Well, that's much better for us. Ooh, this is great. My opponent's deck does not play Force of Negation. Play Azusa. Play this, bounce, play this. It's very likely that either of these gets answered, so maybe I need to get lucky and I just need to develop my mana. I'm just gonna bounce I think it's just, I'm just gonna bounce the Gruul Turf. This means that my opponent cannot, like, ego me next turn or anything like that. So ping there, pass a turn. Don't have to shave titans because of figure, right? If they snag from your hand, they're still drawing cards from the ego to make up for it. Yeah, but I am bringing in extra threats, so I want to shave either a pact or a titan. And because of ego, that makes me want to shave a titan instead of a pact, if that makes sense, right? Because pact can represent, if I draw a pact, this means either Hornet Queen or, there's the ego. This represents either Hornet Queen or Obstinate Baloth. Does that make sense? 5 Current Navy is a really good deck, by the way. Yeah, exactly. Anyone know how to summon mobile? Yeah, TCP Crimson. You can use that link over there. Yeah, and this is why I ended up going with getting the Gruul Turf. Like, if my opponent spends their turn calling as commanding me, that's kind of brutal for me. But I still get to do my thing, and I'm gonna be able to oof. So my prime times are gone. My prime times are gone now. What do I want to do? I can Hornet Queen, but that plays directly into my opponent's into my opponent's wrath. I also died to Fulminator Mage or something like that. I think I'm just gonna charge the Ballista and move on with my life. I don't want to play into a Wrath of sorts. Okay, maybe here comes the Niv. Anger of the Gods? Or something like that? No, it can't be Anger, because that's Pillar doesn't tap for Anger. What is this? Fulminator? Oh. That's much worse for me. Alright, let's try Karn, shall we? What pile are we against? Oh, 5-color Niv. Yeah, we're playing against 5. Oof, that is... Yeah, that one is actually pretty brutal. I was definitely not expecting the Bring to Light deck to be playing Damping Sphere. Certainly not expecting the Bring to Light deck to be playing Damping Sphere. Or are they gonna get got? Oh, this is so good! Oh, this is so good! Please be a Bring to Light. God damn it! Ugh! If that had been a Bring to Light, that would have been delightful. Wow, my opponent has so much hate. So here's the Motobag, and I don't know which. Ashiok or Erasure. I missed on TP Crimson. Thank you for that tier 1 subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the sub. Wait, can it? Whenever this happens, can you file for comp? Is that a thing that you can do? Yeah, we're not beating the combo. Classic combo. Okay, so we're gonna concede. Now that I see a little bit more of their deck, I think I want to sideboard a little bit differently. Like, I'm seeing explosives as much worse, and I'm seeing Abrade as much better. Oh, thank you, TV Greenson. Really appreciate it. When in doubt, always file for comp. Yeah. Well, actually, the fact that they have Ashiok, I kind of want explosives anyway. Since it's my only real answer. That's rough. My opponent's deck has a lot of good cards against me. Yeah, I have like Abrade and two Damp Spheres. I don't think I want to... Abrade to Damp Spheres. Abrade and two Explosives. I don't think I want to go like so all in against Damping Sphere. They probably have like one. I think I have to mull this. Much, much better. And what are we gonna bottom? What are we gonna bottom there? Classic bottom Field of the Dead. Classic. Got another Titan side everything. Because you can decide between cards unless you hit 2 cards off Niv at shared color identity. I mean, if you guys say that I can file for comp, I'm into it. I'm game. Can't pay for Pact on end step, but on upkeep. So if they have turn 2 Ego or turn 2 K Command, it's gonna be pretty brutal. But like I needed to draw any. If I had drawn any other land, I would have played around it. Thought Erasure, that's fine. That one I can beat. Ooh, they kept a card on top. That sucks for me. I faced 3 Amulet 2 days. Not time to face that. Nope. Yeah, we played against Amulet twice already, Dido. It's kind of crazy, right? Like, there's so much Amulet running around. I mean, it's still the same thing. I can't do anything. I mean, I can get a bounce land. Yeah, I guess that's actually good. So I can get a bounce land, which would allow me to pay for Pact and upkeep. So I'm gonna get another Simic Growth. Helps me develop my mana and allows me to pay for Blue Pact if I really need to. Would prefer not to, obviously, but like if they ego me or they play a Niv or something, I can just pact it and move on with my life. 3D Sphere in the side, impossible to. That's insane. Alright, that sucks. Come on! Oh, this makes me so sad. Should I preemptively expose this on 2? I think I will. And now if I draw a Susa or Prime Time, I'm in a good spot. Hold. Yeah, that guy's fine. It doesn't even death touch. Birds resolves. Hold. I'm definitely serving here, by the way. I'm gonna leave the forest in play to play around Damn Sphere. Prime time. No counter mana, no counter magic mana. That's good. Garrison Vesuva. Going for haste here. Going for broke. We kind of get got by Ass Trophy. But if they Ass Trophy us, at least we don't die to Damping Sphere, so that's good. There's the trophy. Kaya's Guile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I cannot pack this, unfortunately. That sucks. So I guess we do lose. Ah, no, we don't lose to Damping Sphere. We're still fine. Well, this has gone south really quickly. Wow, they didn't Niv? Whoa, they did not Niv there. That seems kind of greedy, honestly. But it's okay. All right. Can we draw Field of the Dead, please? We still have a fair amount of gas. Okay, Amulet down. It's fine. Bingo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So they can swing for 4. Minus for Wormcoil it is. Classic play. The classic play. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I should have played a bounce land there, actually. Yeah, now it's a mistake. Now I cannot haste the Wormcoil. No attack on the Karn. Okay. I'll take it. Yeah. It kind of sucks that I don't get to haste the Wormcoil there, but that's fine. Kaya's Guile with Kicker. Nice. Nice! Nice! So we get to get another Wormcoil now? That's awesome. Knight of Autumn. Should not have ultimate. Should not have. Yep, lifelink worm dies. Both of these at Karn. 1, 2. And this one at Karn 2. Okay, so now we do this. We're going to cash in the Karn and we're going to minus it for another worm. Even if they have Damping Sphere, it just doesn't matter at this point. Are you playing the IQ on Saturday? I don't. Where's an IQ? Could have triggered Amulet for Hasty Wormcoil. I mean, but then we're missing. Oh, that one sucks. It's probably still fine. Yes. Wormcoil engine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even if they have Niv off the top, we can just counter it. So at this point, it's going to be Wormcoil doing... Gonna get our free block. Wormcoil, go! Why is it Wormcoil back in this hero? Because my opponent played Kaya's Guile with... This doesn't answer Wormcoil, so it resolves. My opponent played Kaya's Guile with Kicker, which exiles exile cards from each opponent's graveyard. Alright, so they got my Pact, which means that I draw a card. This is a good play from opponent, though. They're trying to give themselves the out to draw a Niv off the top. So I like that play from them. Yeah, I think I'd rather hold the Amulet in hand. Mycos and Lattice make sales out from Military's festivals with card. Yeah, I think that is actually how that works, if I'm not mistaken. They literally top decked a Niv? You have to be kidding me. They literally top deck Niv Mizzet. That's ridiculous. They kind of whiffed, though. They only drew one Teferi. So I play this for 0. I crack it. Blow up both spirits. I play Scout, haste it. And swing with both. And they either trade Scout with Niv, or they just chump block the Wormcoil. They do nothing, that's also fine. Play Amulet. And I want to hide the Kalni token, because this might actually come up. We'll see how things go. There's the Fairy. They bounce the Niv. Okay. Haste this guy. So this is 1, 2, 3. So this is 12, 13, 14, 15. Do I have lethal? I get blown out by Lightning Helix. So I swing for 1 here, and this is 12. Double strike. $16, $17, $18, $19. Yeah, if I pick up Slayer's Stronghold, I have lethal. I think I have to go for it, right? Yeah, I think I have to go for it. They have something. Shit. And they have exactly the only thing that saves them. Ugh. Okay, the grind continues. So we attack Tef here, and we attack them there. Swing. Do this. And I think I have to get all the damage that I can. This shot right here. So I 16 them. And then kill the Teferi. They're down to 6. Man, this has been a grind. So even if they play the Tef here, the Niv is chomp blocking the Worm Coil, and I swing for lethal anyway. Wow, are we gonna get there? This is so insane. Did my opponent just whiff again? Oh no, they didn't. This is a whiff. Kess is kind of greedy, but it's not a whiff. Yeah, so they drew 3 this time around. I just have lethal, right? Dude, this is like... This is so insane. That's crazy. I know because my opponent just ultimated the Kayas. Like they ultimated is not the word. They kicked the Kayas Guile and allowed me to get back my Worm Crawl. That's insane. Wow, what a game. What a game. No Primeval Titans? No problem. They were playing Cass. Yeah, that sounds kind of weird. That was a fun matchup. Yeah, I liked it. Just 4-1 in again. Who would have thought? Self-facing still in my power. I have no idea. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to finish this league. Because if it's a long league like the one that we just played, I'm not going to be able to finish it. Hopefully it's a short one. That's a fine keep. It's a little bit slow. Like my land sequence is going to be kind of awkward, which sucks a little bit. But Untap Source would have been great there. What are we up against? Black Green Rock. Alright, that's good. Gather the Pack. Okay, that's not Black Green Rock. Is this... Oh my god, this is the deck with that meme card. What's his name? Soulflayer. Wow. Going deep, huh? Second Amulet. Never lucky. Never ever lucky. My opponent have the Soulflayer. So this is Flash, Double Strike, Vigilance, Haste. And this is just Trample. This is an enabler to discard stuff, I guess. Alright, here we go. Still a whiff. Ooh, they can give it menace too? Sick. They're just failing to find, which is hilarious. Oh, they put Neonite in the hand, okay. And Neonite they can't even cast. That's funny. Well, I remember when this deck was like all the rage, when people were trying this out. It was pretty hilarious. Play Asusa. Unfortunately, no pretty way to sequence our lines to play around like a Fatal Push or something. I guess it would need to be Dismember. It's fine. Well, let's see if Soulflayer can beat Primeval Titan. I get Primeval Titans, plural. And then I can also play Primetime with Pact Backup, so they need to play the Soulflayer this turn or they lose. Bujuki Box seems pretty good against my opponent's deck. Ludleth Troll resolves. Alright, OP is officially dead. So we're gonna play this 3 times. I think that playing this with Pact of Negation backup is gonna be better. Oh, we get to double strike too? So much value. Transmute. Pact of Negation. Prime time. Looking good here. Slayer's Stronghold. Unless they have Cavern of Souls and they have like any way to kill us in one shot, I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be just fine. I guess we'll play another Titan. That seems better, actually. Yeah, let's do that, actually. That sounds much better. Since we cannot lethal them this turn, so since that's the case, might as well use our mana in the most absurdly efficient way possible. OP's not conceding, though. I really doubt there's anything they can do, so, so maybe they're just trying to learn what my deck does. Alright. Drugskull Reaver. Sitalpa Primal Dawn. You got it. Alright, so they trade with my prime time. There's more where that one came from. Play another Primeval Titan. I guess now that they're tapped out, we can kill this. Sure. Mono Bounce Lands. Mono Bounce Lands is fine though. I think we're gonna be okay. Get out of here. Discard Bounce Land. What you got? This deck's playability was already very dubious back with Faithless Looting, and without it, it seems just Tainted Strike. So is this like a combo kill kind of thing? Gains Infect until end of turn. That's hilarious. I could haste another Titan, but it's less clicks if I do this. So I'm gonna get my click EV. Sun Home Gemstone. Maybe my opponent doesn't know how this deck works and they don't know that I'm attacking them for lethal. Now they figure it out and they can see it. So Bulk seems pretty good in this matchup. Tormod's Crypt is also pretty good. I don't think I want Karn. I'm expecting a Braid to be reasonable. Maybe even Rex Sage. Not sure about that one. Wormcall seems bad. It seems like my opponent's going to be attacking in the air a bunch. Ballista seems horrendous. And Cavern of Soul does not seem particularly good. To be fair, this is my first time playing against this deck, so I might be sideboarding poorly, but I know it's calling me to do this, at least. I want to try to prevent any artifact shenanigans for messing me up. Hornet Queen. I don't think that's what the matchup's gonna be about. Like my opponent has trample cards and double strike, so I feel like Hornet Queen is just not gonna cut it. Get a nice little mulligan here. I'm gonna keep this one. I think I'm gonna bottom the redundant amulet, or I could bottom the land. I'm gonna be greedy. A braid might be relevant. Well, had to restart the stream. What are we up against? We're playing against Soulflayer. My opponent is the real hero here. My opponent is the true hero. What? Not playing around engineered explosives out of my opponent's deck. And even if they do have it, if they brought in engineered explosives against me, they're wrong. Kill it with fire. Alright. Can we find a Primeval Titan before my opponent kills me? We also drew the Tormod Script, so that's like a little tiny bit of interaction at least. Classic play, Asusa pass the turn. Classic play. Classic play. Oh, I forgot to attack with the plant token. I missed in some value over there. Grisly Salvage. Is that what's coming up here? Okay, so they got the Soulflayer. So if it only has Hexproof, which is what it would have so far, I don't really care for this guy, so... Lotleth Troll. You got it. So we're just going to kill this, forcing my opponent's hand. I guess I should have attacked first. That was a mistake. I certainly should have attacked first. Bad beats. Need to discard one more. Opponent. No, because I have a Tormod script in play. So I'm forcing the action so I can blow up the Tormod script. There you go. And they have more enablers. Okay. Flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible. Double strike, vigilance, haste. Okay, there we go. That took you long enough, prime time. I don't want to say that I was worried at some point, but I kind of was. Like this guy is gonna come. He's gonna come up next turn. It's gonna do some damage, but now we're just fine. Mad respect for my opponent, though. Trying out something new. Certainly looks like it's not the best deck ever, but both sides fought hard indeed. Indeed they did. All of this with Pact of Negation backup. And I kind of have to go for triple Titan, right? I have like a contractual obligation to go for triple Titan at this point. Just gotta maximize value. I could play all four, but I can only haste 3 of them, so. Alright. Stack my triggers. Float some mana and give this one haste. And this one haste. And this one haste. And yes, you're dead. Fandom, not everything has to be tier 1 killer. Yeah, I mean it definitely sounds like a fun deck. Opponent has 2 Force of Despair. Yeah, but they would need to pitch 2 cards, and I know one of the cards in hand, and it's not a black card. It's one of the white. The white Dino is one of the cards, so doesn't quite work. Playing against a Batutinia, and we're given a mulligan, and then we're given a keep. Bottom the basic forest. Better run when nature comes, indeed. Nature's calling. We're gonna bottom the basic forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're still looking for 1 land or an amulet. but this is certainly a keep. But Tutinia is playing Tron. Soon with the plant, obviously. Oh, Moto just glitched. Alright. Chalice on 1. Alright. Actually, the correct name to name here is Scout. In case I draw the 1-drop and I want to play it. Man, all these plant attacks that I'm missing. Bad Amulet player. Bad Amulet player. Matter Reshaper? How can I ever beat such a powerful magic card? How could I ever beat such a powerful magic card? So at this point, the only way that we lose is cheese, so we're gonna play around cheese. No cheese for you. Thought Knots here? Nice. Two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So I'm gonna play out the Walking Ballista so my opponent cannot block and trade with my prime time. Gonna get some Sombos going. Ping there. Ping there. Matter Reshaper? Wow, that's so much value. So much value. This opponent, also a fighter. Is Matter Reshaper the worst modern card that sees plays? I guess it's better than Liquid Metal Coating. I mean, my opponent was playing Setalpa something something, so... Yeah, if you're talking about heavy play, then... Alright, 3 Abrades, and all of these guys. Ballista out, Pact, 2 Summoners, 2 Steerings, 1 Explosives, 1 Relic. Niholten, thank you for the follow. I wonder what my opponent's keep was, because they kept 7. It's not like they kept a Sketcher, you know, like they went to 5 or something. Yeah, I think I have to mulligan this. This is slightly better than not by much. I think I will need to get Simic Growth. Turn 2 Reshaper. Oh. I think I'm gonna Braid that, actually. Seems like a fast Reality Smasher is one of the ways that I lose this game. Guess my opponent agrees. Fortunately, I'm such a pro. This is a costly Azusa, but that's fine. Again, the correct name is Scout in case I draw one of those and they have Chalice. Whoops. 1/1 green. Alright, you better kill this Azusa or you're gonna get tightened. Ballista? Yeah. Azusa down, Mayday, Mayday. Dope. Minus for Wormcoil. Pass the turn. Now, even if they thought not me, which they do. Look at this tight place. Look at this tight place. Setalpa better than Sakama? Probably. To be honest with you, you're probably right. Bye-bye Karn, that's fine, I got my value. Alright. I got a Wormcoil opponent. What do you got over there? I guess that one counts. I guess that one counts. Liquid metal coating. Pog. That was actually a solid liquid metal coating there, not gonna lie. So here we get kind of blown out by Stronghold, by Dismember. But I think it's worth going for it. I still have one land drop to give. Ghost Quarter doesn't do anything. I can die to my pack. I guess I should have played my land, huh? Yeah, I should have guaranteed that I... Yeah, because now if they have land, I die to Karn Lattice. That was pretty bad, actually. I should have stopped for a second and try to figure out what my line was. I got a little bit too hasty. Yeah. Well, that sucks. Because they can just jump here and then double block. Yeah, I punted this one. Yeah, I punted pretty hard, actually. Pretty massive punt. Pretty massive punt. And I guess I should have held the bounce land in hand too. No, I think that's kind of their plan. I've seen my opponent in the queues a lot, so I think they're actually good. I'm not going to expect them to make a dumb mistake. They did miss a land drop last turn though. I think I killed the Thought Knot. Because I gotta draw a card. Yeah, I punted this one pretty hard. I should have bounced the bounce land. So now I need to hold Force of Negation. Like if I had 4 mana, then the Lattice doesn't lock me out because I can hold the mana, but because I need to pitch, I actually do die to the Lattice lock if they have a land. Yeah, yeah. So that's why when I said that I should have bounced the bounce land with the attack trigger. I should have bounced the garrison. I should have not replayed it immediately, but I should have bounced it. Because with the lattice in play, if I just float 4 mana and then I can use mana as if it were mana of any color, so it doesn't even need to be multiple green sources. They did miss one of the land drops though. Yeah, this turn was very poorly played on my side. I was trying to play around Dismember, and by doing so, I kind of like everything devolved into a terrible turn, a very poorly played turn. Dan Francisco, that you're one sub. Thank you, and welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold, our 10th sub of the day. Thank you so much for the support. Sadaukar 1988, thank you for the follow. So the correct play would have been play my Titan, get haste land, and replay Bodo's Garrison, bouncing probably a Radiant Fountain, some bouncing some non-bounce land. Phantom Ghost 29, thank you for the follow. No, so you float the mana, you let the lattice resolve. Lattice says, here it is. Players may spend mana as though if we're mana of any color. So you let the lattice resolve. You plus, you let the lattice resolve with the 4 mana floating, and then you use those mana to cast the Force of Vigor. It's weird. It's really weird how it works, but it actually does work. Yeah, yeah, it's a pretty cool interaction. Okay, so clearly my opponent does not have it, otherwise this is like a really mean slow roll. Never knew that. Yeah. I saw a sick play while watching SCG when each Tron opponent cast Lattice, his Tron opponent floated colorless, Lattice resolved. Yeah, exactly. Macmet Kalfi, yeah, that's how that works. Thought not into bridge. That's brutal. Wow. We don't die. We don't die. But thought not into bridge is kind of insane there. They're not gonna get to empty their hand, so that's good. So we're gonna get to answer the Karn. So we attack with 3 zombies at Karn. Play our own Karn. Plus on our Amulet. Now the bridge locked them out. And we're gonna Lattice lock them. Oh, nice. Awesome, Bilemane. Everyone else is missing the last line of text on Chalice. Yep. Everybody dismisses most lines in Chalice, honestly. All is dust. That doesn't do anything. Lock you out. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. All right. Next. Didn't realize he was on card for game 2, so I sideboarded poorly and kept a bad hand as well. Ended up in the top 8. Yeah, I can't really complain, huh? Won my last 2 matches on a multi 3 to make it. Nice. Stupid Tron, man. Doing nasty things. What is your thought on main deck Reclamation Sage these days? It's okay. It's okay. I personally think that Karn is better than Rex Sage, but if you don't want to play Karn for whatever reason, then you can play Rex Sage. It's a perfectly defensible card, and it's I think it's if there's a good time to main deck Rex Sage, it is right now. How have the matches been today? Bold Snap Bold. The matches have been awesome. So far we've only lost against the Mirror. 4-1 the first league. Uh-oh. As I say that. So if my opponent goes for a turn 1, I think I'm just gonna concede. Like I'm kind of I know that it's minus EV. I know that it's minus EV and that I should probably like just let them do their stupid thing. But I'm just so tired of losing to this deck that it's plus life EV, you know. I'm done getting memed. I'm so done. Why does my opponent give me they have fun? I appreciate the good luck, but just like they have fun when you're playing Neobrand, that's just you're not being honest with me, opponent. You don't want anybody to have fun if you're playing Neobrand. First time playing Tron since New Mode Rule, it's so broken now. It is pretty busted, yeah. Force for eventual lattice, current to lock them, a braid just in case you need to attack. Nice draws. Yeah, it was. They were pretty solid draws, Luca. The force, like I played it poorly, but my opponent did not have the 1 land to punish me. Thanks for not have to mow now, and this sucks. Did you have fun? They have a non-zero chance of breaking? I know that they have a non-zero chance. That's why I'm my opponent's doing stuff over there, and I'm just focusing in chat right now. We're just hanging out here. No, it's not over quickly, Bolt Snap Bolt. That's a problem. Which card do you think they pull from this deck eventually? I hope it's Allosaurus Rider. Because I think that both Eldritch Evolution, Neoform are just cool cards. Simian Spirit Guide enables some other busted decks, but if you ban Simian Spirit Guide, you just ban too many decks that are just not doing any harm, like Ad Nauseam and that kind of stuff. I was thinking got the collision relic for Rex Sage. The cards are untouchable right now. I don't like that. Like I really don't see the point. Like that's my point. That's my idea. And people always insist. There's a couple of cards that people always insist on cutting. One of them is Ramp. Another one of them is Gemstone Mines. And what's the other card? Unengineered Explosives. Those are the 3 cards that people all the time insist on cutting, and I just don't get why. Alright, we died. We bring in Negate. We don't really have much for this matchup. We just bring in Negate and Needle. Sideboard out 2 explosives. Yeah, it's what it is. First Soulflayer and now this. Yeah, we're getting memed. What's the argument against Gemstone? I don't know. I have never heard any any solid arguments that I'm like, well, I would actually consider this. I mean, we have turn 3 card on the play. It's just like I feel like we're kind of obligated to keep this, but we're probably gonna get cheesed out because that's what this stupid deck does. So this is why Cage is no. So it's better against this, and it's better against Druid decks. I think that it's worse against decks like Dredge and stuff like that. Opponent kept 6. I'm feeling pretty dead here, but there's nothing I can really do. Hey, we get a turn 2. No, for sure. They went top. Rip. I guess we can represent Spell Pierce. Punish for bringing in the Pithing Needle. Brutal. Prime time? That is unfortunately not enough. Yeah. This is what I got. Maybe it stops them from one draw from Grishabrand? I don't know. Yeah. I think that Gemstone Mine is the best land in the deck. I really don't understand why people consistently try to cut it. It makes no sense to me. Hey, Caleb. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody from Caleb's stream. Just consistently getting punished for my decisions here. Pretty brutal. But we're playing some Amulet. As we often do. Don't have enough to Lattice Lock my opponent. We have access to 5 mana. So I think I'm just going to do the same thing that I did last turn. I'm going to play Amulet. I'm going to plus the card on the Coalition Relic. I'm just trying to clock my... I mean, this is one draw off from Grishabrand, right? So this is not, like, pointless. Yeah, but I'm 1 mana short of latticing. Oh, I could have played Amulet and bounce, right? Yeah, I was 1 mana short. Yeah, I was 1 mana short. Yeah, we can lattice them next turn. Yeah, I thought I had made the math, and then you said that. I'm like, wait, did I miss the lattice lock? I think I'm good. Well, here we go. They only have 1 draw with the Grishabrand, so they found it. And they also found the best one possible. They found the Autochthon Worm, so now they have 3 draws. That's pretty brutal. I was really punished for my sideboarding. So the reason why I sideboarded like this and I brought in the Python Needle is because the way that what just happened is very, very unlikely to happen. Usually Karn is very, very slow in this matchup, so That's why I bring in the Python Needle in the off chance of being able to steering into it, which steering sing into Python Needle might be quick enough. But yeah, at this point we're just there. Yeah, our Amulet got oxidized. Pretty cool card. Pretty cool card. Pretty awesome that this card is seen play again. I remember this card was the nuts in Darksteel Standard, or like it was playable in when I was playing Blue Green Madness in Extended. I mean, technically my opponent can whiff here. Mm. Actually, they can't. Yeah, they can't whiff because they have the 2 Metamorphoses. So, if Furnace Scale gets big, I think it will be a 1 or 2 in Cyber. No, I don't think so. The reason why I don't think so is because Force of Vigor exists now. So, Force of Vigor is just better, uh, better oxidized basically for us. Still had all these. All right, we just died. The Neobrand matchup is kind of a joke. We get farmed pretty easily by the Neobrand deck, but that deck is so bad. I wish I could go back in time and play Invasion Ravnica Extended. Yep, this was my jam. This was my extended jam. I've shown off this deck a couple of times already, but I just love it so much. This is Blue Green Madness with Wild Mongrel, Genesis, Roar of the Worm. See, some basics and stuff. Circular Logics, huh? Some Basking Rootwallas and stuff. Wonders, obviously, insane. I got my Apocalypse, Yavimaya Coast, Careful Study, Arrogant Worm. This card was the nuts. 3 mana 4/4 Trample. So ahead of the curve. So ahead of the curve. Alright, we're playing against Strayon. This is another streamer actually. He streams Mono Blue Tron mostly. We're gonna bottom that card. This seems like a strong hand. Probably gonna bottom the Ballista. They can be regenerated parties relevant against chaos. Yeah, but the free is the being able to cast for free is actually more relevant than the than the other clause. Where's the deep analysis? Oh, the deep analysis was there. Let me find it. I have a couple of Chrome Oxen. There we go. A couple of Chrome Oxen. And there's deep analysis. Most of these cards are in Spanish because I built this deck mostly when I was a kid and I was learning how to play. And it was my first real deck. That's why I remember it fondly. Turn 2 Karn against my opponent's start of turn 1 expedition map, it's kind of gas. I guess it was that good, huh? 7 against Mono Blue Tron. He also plays Tron with Karn the Great Creator, which is kind of sick. Because Karn is awesome. Then we set out 1 Scouterino, 1 Pact, 1 Steerings, 2 Explosives, 1 Relic, 1 Colony Garden. Any GT as well? No, this was before GT. So this was I was playing this deck with. When did I stop playing this deck? So I basically stopped playing this deck because my LGS kind of just died all of a sudden. I don't know what happened, and it just kind of died when I was my LGS when I was a kid. And this hand is kind of reasonable. I guess I'm gonna keep it, which feels super weird to keep this. But yeah, my LGS kind of died, and then I didn't play for a really long time, and then I played the Guild Pack pre-release, and then I never played again for like 10 years or something. It was for a long period of time. And then I started playing again with Born of the Gods. My social deck is Amulet. Fair enough. Alright, I cannot turn to Tron, you opponent. Turn to Karn, you opponent. Um, I'm gonna lead on Amulet because I might want to transmute on 2. Trade for standard to the nail. Yeah, Ballista out. No, because Ballista can answer my opponent's Walker sometimes, and it can be uncounterable thanks to Cavern. So, Chalice on 1 resolves. Punished. It was straight up my first Magic deck, so I thought it looked enough like a Yu-Gi-Oh deck for me to jump ship, and that was a few weeks before it took off at the PD with Cohen Black playing it. Yeah, that's about the time when I started playing Amulet. I mean, I started playing Amulet a little bit before that, but that definitely helped. Could pack this like a pact for Sage. Yeah, this is getting really bad. But I don't think there's anything I can do about it. I mean, there's nothing I can afford to do, basically. Let's put it in those terms. This Chalice was actually kind of brutal. Like, the combination of Chalice plus Repeal really, really got me here. That was a very smart play from my opponent. If this is Karn, I don't think we can beat this. Cover naming Amulet. If only, huh? Bloom was so good it took me kicking and screaming to many top 8s. Try as I might to lose. Yeah. Bloom was definitely interesting. And Snare and Bridge, interesting. I mean, we can't really stop the lock anyway, right? Just this challenge really got us. That was very smart from my opponent. Yeah, just go to the next game. Maybe I want to. Yeah, maybe I want this instead. Since I know that my opponent is playing Karns, because most lists from Mono Blue Tron are not playing 4 Karns, but I know for a fact that my opponent, again because they're a streamer and they stream the deck very often. Guess I keep this. We need some help with this hand. We're missing. Cavern would be awesome. Why didn't I pack for Rexage? Because says my opponent untaps and they minus for Karn and then they lock me out. And I die to my upkeep. My first memory of Amulet is walking by someone at GPKC 2013 seeing 3 Sonic. What's 3 SJM? My opponent's pretty good at this chalice thing. If they counter this Jesus, I'm gonna be in a ton of trouble. But I have to play into the counter magic that I don't really have much of an option. Maybe I should have mulliganed this. Try to go for something better. Ooh, field is pretty good here. It's not that good, but it's still pretty good. Because it lets it field allows them to get ahead. Scout? Redundant Primeval Titan. Yeah, things are not looking good for the home team here. They did pitch a Thirst to the... Yeah, if they crack main phase, then I kind of know for a fact that this is their only land. But they might still have Remand. So I guess that the best thing I can draw here is a Cavern. Like, if I draw a Cavern, I think I'm in a very good spot. If I don't... Asusa, don't counter it, please. Ugh, they have it. Well, at risk Remand is fine. It would have been much more brutal if my opponent had Condescend there. Remand allows me to try again next turn. And that's one less Remand that is countered in my prime times. I still don't think we're in a good spot by any means. Oh, 3 Semi-Growth Chamber. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I played that wrong. It's fine. So they're gonna bridge me here. And probably attempt to lattice me afterwards. They can't lattice me right now because I have a stupid 1-2. so lattice is no bueno for them. My pacts are blanked by the chalice. Reason why I cited one of these out. I mean, as long as my opponent does not have Tron, I still have kind of a shot. They plus or nothing. Okay. They play out the bridge. Interesting that they did not plus on the bridge. If they have plus on bridge, I can't attack them. Oh, that explains it. Nice. So this is a good trade for us. Then we cast Prime Time. And then I'm going to get a bounce land and a gemstone mine. And I think that I'm going to abrade the Ensnare and Bridge. And I'm going to do it right now to play around my opponent's counter magic. Maybe they had Force of Negation and I should have... Nah, I don't think that I should have. I think just main facing it is better. Because then we run into other problems, which are most likely for my opponent to have, which is like Snap Remand or Condescend. Yeah, I never didn't have it. Just easy upgrade there. No big deal. Well, now what? I'm gonna fix that in the cyber guide. I wanna take out one walking ballista, and I'm gonna bring in the third upgrade. It would be hard for them to play first negation where there are enough blue cards to pitch. That's what I would think, and that's why I didn't really play around it. But you know, it's one of those things that you just never know, you know, because people can be real greedy sometimes, and without having access to the actual list, it's really tough to know. But it's quite possible that they just cannot afford to play it, you know. Man, these cards are so sweet. Also, it's really cool that like I have this OG Intuition in Spanish, which is super sweet. It's one of my favorite cards I own. I remember I paid like 15 pesos for it, which was a really, really long time ago, and it was the most expensive card that I owned. And right now, 15 pesos are like, uh, it's like a quarter. so, so good investment. Good investment. Good investment. Okay, let's see what my friend over there, Trayon, gets. Crucible. All right, Crucible's in. They get field. Probably answer this. Whoa. So I guess they put me on not having a second Titan. So we're suddenly getting Field of the Dead, I think. And Gruul Turf. They might have O-Stone. Is there anything I can do about O-Stone? Gonna haste there. We're gonna definitely get Ghost Quarter and Bounce. So we're gonna swing for 8 at them. I am very interested in getting this card out of the board. So we're gonna swing for 8 at them, swing for this at Karn, and swing for this at Karn. This way, even if my opponent has a dismember for this prime time, the Karn still dies. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Ghost Squatter. And I actively do not want to Bojuki Bog my opponent, which is kind of hilarious. But that is because I don't want to give them. I don't want to give them access to their Ensnare Bridge anymore with another Karn. Bounce Ghost Squatter. Ghost Squatter. I guess we get 2 free Titans. I don't think I want to transmute yet. 2 free zombies, I mean. But I'm certainly interested in Ghost Squattering here. I know they can get it back with Crucible, but I don't really care. Like, I'm just stopping my opponent from. I need my opponent to not have Tron next turn. They can replay the land with Crucible. I don't care. I'm gonna kill them next turn anyway. Thirst for knowledge resolves. Magic lands for the currency, doesn't it? Yeah. My magic cards have appreciated one for 1k lost value. It's pretty insane. It's pretty insane. Alright, we just won. GG's Trayon. I recommend you check him out. He's a very good Mono Blue Tron player. In fact, he's right there. 17 trophies this season. How insane is that? Hmm. Guaranteed uncounterable Titan on turn 4. With uncounterable Susa in the way there? Okay. I guess I keep. Is Fabricate legally modern? I have no idea, my friend. Uh-oh. This is bad news for us. This is not a hand that can really hang on with a normal, an average mono red prowess draw. Seems that they kept a lowland count hand. They found the Amulet though. Yeah. Engineered explosives. Okay. Bad beats. Why don't Ursa Dex play it? I guess it's just better, huh? It's just clunky. Yeah, honestly, I'm not an Ursa expert by any means, so I can't really help you there. But I mean, if it's a legal card and it's pretty obvious, then I would imagine that there's a reason why Ursa players don't play it. This is so much damage. Whoa! Look at that. Yeah, we're super dead. Yeah, we needed a very good draw to beat my opponent's current draw. We're just dead. They just burst lightning here, bolt me, and we just take lethal. Yep. Alright. Mono red prowess. I'm gonna bring it in Bujuki Bog. Explosives, number 3. Triple Abrade. 1 Sage. 1 Force. 1 Baloth. 1 Worm. Out with Carns. Ballista. Triple Scout. Pact of Negation. And Ghost Quarter. I've been playing Blue Weight recently and I'm really struggling against Samuel. Any advice on how to play it out? Try to leverage the sword. That's by far the best card in the deck against Amulet. I'm gonna keep this, but I'm gonna be super sad when my opponent breaks my Amulet on 2. Or even worse, smashes it. And I'm going to play Gruul Turf on 2, in case I draw a Braid. Alpine Moon. My opponent should not have this card in their deck. Oh. So this is basically like a rainbow land, right? Sweet. I think I'm gonna find the gemstone mine again. This amulet is not guaranteed to survive. And thanks to these, now this is my second blue source. Yeah, okay, that's what I want to see. The crash through for no value? Hell yeah. Sick. Um, Kill ya. Makes sense. I know that someone is working on straight blue-white Ursa. Maybe the list could use 1 or 2. Who knows? So they can use their artifacts to pay for X. Prowess is underrated. Means, yeah. Sort of Feast and Famine is pretty good. Oof. Wow. Very happy that I kept this. That I kept these engineered explosives. This is Holy Diva has basically destroyed me for life when it comes to Kill Fiend. This card is scary. This card freaks me out. This is one of the scariest cards I've ever seen. Okay, so this means no Blood Moon, which is great. Now we get to gain 7, which is also great. Now we know that our Amulet survives. Like this game is over. I suspect my opponent will concede to the prime time. I guess they don't. Okay. Gonna go through it then. It's kind of great the fact that we know that we don't need to worry about Blood Moon. If my opponent is playing Alpine Moon and Blood Moon, props to them. But yeah, what do you say? Like PSA announcement. If you're playing against Amulet and you have Alpine Moon in your deck, in your sideboard, I mean, you should not be bringing it in. This card is only good against Valakut and Tron. It's not good against Amulet. I mean, you just saw what happened right there. Kiln Feed, he was my doing pauper until they nerfed the deck. Yeah, I can see that. Seems like a very powerful pauper card. Why is Rexage not in my deck? Why is Rexage hanging out in my sideboard? What the hell? Didn't I bring in Rexage? I was like 100% sure that I did say Rexage in and I clicked on it. Did I just not do that? Am I that dumb? Okay. We gotta go to 5 here. I guess this is something. So I'm gonna bottom the Force now that I know that my opponent is not playing Blood Moon. I really want to see some interactive spells, like an Abrade or something. Oh, I misclicked and I brought in the Raminap. Ooh, that's brutal. I really hope I don't draw it. Alright, give me that turn 2. Give me that turn 2. Should check the Blitz deck out of again. People have been getting results with accumulated knowledge over the Gush. It's not tier 1, but totally playable. Gush is a messed up magic card. Alright. Amulet or Titan? Amulet or Titan? Amulet or Titan? That's not good enough. Fortune Pan with a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. The good thing at least is that we get to play Kiln Fiend. Blow up the Kiln Fiend, I mean. Thank you very much for the tier 1 subscription, Fortune Pan. Alright, don't kill me. That's a Swifty. No land Metamorphose, please. Kill that one. That one. I want it dead. Pog. I mean, we have to go for it. What could they have for 1 mana? There's no shadow effect in red that gets me. Are they holding up Bolt for my Asusa? Shattering Spree? No, that's a sorcery. God damn it, I really don't want to die to something stupid. I'm trying to go over in my mind what a mono red Prowess deck looks like. And I think that I should be good to go. Magmatic Sinkhole doesn't kill me. Dismember would kill me. Okay, so Dismember would get me. Um, can I play around Bloodmoon / Albine Moon? Axe plus Gutshot. I don't think they play Axe. I don't need Asusa in this spot. I'm just trying to think if there's any way that they can answer my prime time. I think I'm gonna go for it. I think I lose to Dismember. But that's it. I can't kill through a bolt? What do you mean? They don't have blockers. Their dudes are tapped. I do have 2 amulets, yeah. That's why it's so risky, because I can definitely play around this if I want to. So I'm trying to see how... I think I have to go for it. I don't think I get punished if I go for it. Again, Dismember or Bust. And I think that putting my Mono Red Prowess on Dismember or Bust it's fair. Look at Moto fixing all the issues. Double strike this one. I mean, I'm F6 at this point because I'm dying on my upkeep to my own pact, so... Oh... Card has text. Alright, GG, well played, opponent. Damn, this is why I wanted to play around stuff. This is why I wanted to play around stuff. God damn it. I punted this one. So what I should have, like, if I don't go for it, I there's no way I can lose. I'm so far ahead. Yeah, I think I just onboard tricks, I guess. Oh, I didn't read Rotorok. I didn't see what you were saying. Oh, that's why you were saying you can't kill through a bolt. That makes sense. Alright, we learned something. Read chat a little bit more carefully. Yeah, that's fine. I really punted this one away. We should have won this one easily. That was a bad punt though. That's kind of brutal. All right, so that's gonna be it for me today. Yeah, I didn't read anything in chat because I was like so focused and trying to think if there was any spell that kills me there that I forgot to do that. I think I even have that written in my sideboard guide, and I totally like glazed over it this time around. I think in my sideboard guide, there's like in the Mono Red Prowess matchup, is like, be careful that Soulscar Mage can make your Titan smaller. Don't get caught by it. And then I just go ahead and get caught by it. That was funny. List is awesome. Not much to say. We'll be back tomorrow. I think I want to try some Legacy tomorrow. I have not streamed Legacy in such a long period of time. So yeah, I want to, like, Matt Deluxe kind of screwed me there. I think Matt Deluxe screwed me there because he posted like a very, very weird Nick Fit list that looks super fun, and I really want to give it a shot and see what happens. I think it's gonna be like a 2-3 or 3-2 at best. But I kind of have to give it a shot. What do I usually play in Legacy? I used to play Maverick. I used to be very, very big into Maverick. That's why you see that I have like 10 different Maverick versions here. Unfortunately, I think this deck is currently unplayable, which really sucks. Because I was going through the process of getting all the cards to play it in paper and that kind of stuff. And now the deck is unplayable because they printed Renin 6 and Plague Engineer, which makes me super sad. But oh well, that's what happens when they just like kind of ban your deck by putting a card that is extremely broken and busted and it's played by a million decks and it just hosts your decks in single-handedly. It really pains me. Anyway, thanks everybody. Sorry that we're finishing that we're finishing the stream on that note. I really punted it. I really punted that last match. It stings a little bit because there was no way that I would be losing that one. If I had been paying more attention, I was kind of like tunnel visioned into trying to think of cards that answer me, and I was not thinking about the fact that my opponent has a card in play that can actually answer me. So my bad, sorry team, failed you. Still, 80% win rate Amulet is awesome, so play it. And if you haven't hit that follow button, make sure you do so. If you would like to support this stream, you can subscribe. You get access to these 3 emotes as well as my sideboard guide. Where it says that is you're facing Soulscar Mage, play around a bolt, making your Titan smaller. Oh man, that was gonna sting for a minute, but it's fine. It's fine. The way to access the cyber guide is you need to become a sub. You need to link your Twitch account to your Discord account, and then you can access on my Discord the first link over there. You can access the sub only channels where you will find the cyber guide. If you would like to follow me on Twitter, that's where I post whenever I'm going live. If you would like to check out my YouTube channel, I upload all my previous streams there. And finally, if you would like to donate to the stream with any donation of $15 or more, I will play a league with any deck of your choosing. And even if you cannot donate that much, that's awesome. Don't worry about it. Still really appreciate it. And thanks very much for hanging out today. Who can we give it a raid to? I'm gonna raid San. Alright. San's a great player, member of Team Lotus Block. He kills it. He kills it in the Start City Game circuit. So if you are not familiar with who he is, I certainly recommend you get familiar with who he is. He started streaming recently and he is great. So let's go check him out. Have an amazing rest of your day, everybody. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye bye.